Okay, we're coming up to the lake. June the 27th, 2014. Dee's getting ready to go to North Carolina, take the doggy with her. Here's the beautiful lake. Here is the beautiful lake. All right, we're gonna do the, we're gonna go after the states today. I've been working on that really for a couple weeks probably when I do my walk. So that's gonna be another challenge after we get all the presidents. Let's let this guy go by so he doesn't think I'm crazy. Good morning. Let's see if the dog's going to take a swim. Okay, let's go after the states. And I'll give you some tidbits as we go. The A's, there's 4 A's. So you got Alabama, which is going to be Montgomery. You got Alaska, which is going to be Juneau. You got Arizona, Phoenix. There she goes. There goes the girl. Go ahead, girl. Come over here. Come over here, right here. Oh, I saw a big fish. Okay, where were we? Alaska, Juneau, Arizona, Phoenix, and Arkansas, where Bill Clinton came from. Arkansas is going to be Little Rock, Arkansas. You taking a little swim, girl? And you got the C's. You only got 3 C's. You got California, which is Sacramento. You got Colorado, Denver. And you got Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut. That's a pretty small swim. You must not be very hot. You only got 1 D is Delaware. Delaware, 1 D. No E's. 1 F is Florida, Tallahassee. G1 is Georgia, Atlanta. 1 H is Hawaii, Honolulu. You got 4 I's. What's the matter, girl? You got 4 I's. You got Idaho is Boise. You got Illinois is Springfield. You got Indiana is Indianapolis. And you have Iowa, which is Des Moines. No J. You got 2 K's. You got Kansas, Topeka. Kentucky, Frankfort. You got 1 L, Louisiana. Now the M's and the N's. You got 8 M's. You're not going after that duck. And you got 8 N's. Get them out of your way and you got 16. So the first M's, the first 3 start with M-A, which is Maine, Augusta, Maryland, Annapolis, and Massachusetts, Boston. Then you got 4 starting with M-I. 4 starting with M-I, which is Michigan, Lansing, Minnesota, St. Paul, Mississippi, Jackson, Missouri, Jefferson City, and Montana, Helena, Montana. That's the last one. That's the 8. Then you got 8 N's. So to remember the N's, you got 2 of them starting with N-E. You got Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska. Then you got Nevada, which is Carson City, Nevada, is the N-E's. And then you got 4 of them starting with New, N-E-W. You got New Hampshire, Concord, New Jersey, Trenton, New Mexico, Santa Fe, New York, Albany. Then you got 2 of them, the last 2, 7 and 8, start with North Carolina, Raleigh, and North Dakota, Bismarck. Okay. Comes a bicyclist. Have a good day. And then, where were we? North Dakota was Bismarck. Oh, you got 3 O's. You got Ohio is Columbus. You got Oklahoma, really easy one, Oklahoma City. And you have Oregon, which is Salem. Oregon is Salem. P, you only got one. Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. No Q. R, you got one. Rhode Island. Rhode Island. And then you have, wait a minute, Providence, Rhode Island. Providence is Rhode Island. Then after Rhode Island, S, you got two S's. You got South Carolina, Columbia. And you got South Dakota, Pierre. Then you got two T's. You got Tennessee, which is Nashville. And then you got Texas, which is Austin. Austin, Texas. Then you got one U, which is Utah, Salt Lake City. Probably most people know that one. Salt Lake City, Utah. Then you have V, you got two of them. You got Virginia, which is Richmond. And you have Vermont, which is Montpelier. Then you got four W's. You got Washington. Now Washington is going to be Olympia, Washington. Then you got West Virginia, Charleston. Then you got Wisconsin, which is Madison, Wisconsin. I have trouble with that one sometimes, Madison. And then you got Wyoming, which is Cheyenne, Wyoming. So now let's just go over some facts. You got 8 M's and 8 N's. You got 3 of them with 4. You got the A's, you got the I's, you got the W's, that's the 3. You got like 4 of them with 2. You got the V's, you got the T's, you got the S's, you got the K's, that's 4. I think those are the 4. And then the rest of them, you got singles, like Delaware, Florida, let's see, Delaware, Florida, singles, Pennsylvania. You got, let's think of some other singles. Pennsylvania. That's only about 3 of them. Okay, I can't think of the rest of them right off the top of my head. But if you just know all the 8s, the 2 groups of 8, the 3 groups of 4, the 4 groups of 2, you got most of them, all but about 7. And that's going to be the challenge. You're going to have to know the state. If I say the state, you got to say the capital. If I say the capital, you got to say the state. So that's going to be the next challenge. And then we got some little interesting tidbits I can give you too. So that'll be fun for everybody. So we can turn it off now because we don't need to do too long. Well, we're coming up to the 4.5 mile point. So we can wait till we get to the 4.5 mile point. It didn't take too long to do that. No people around. I don't like to be talking when people come. They'll be putting me in the insane asylum. Or I got to play like I got a phone to my ear maybe. And then they'll think I'm talking on the phone. Because I see people like the guy that came by on a bike. He's talking on the phone naturally. She didn't go after any ducks today. She's been real good. So we're going to turn around at the 4.5 mile point today. This is Friday. Nick is supposed to be off. So hopefully we'll have some tennis today. So I will not do the 5.5 mile shot. I'll do the 4.5 mile shot, which is right here. Here comes somebody. Okay. So we're gonna stop talking now and stop the machine.